This is really upsetting, guys. Every time we think the dust is settled, mutiny strikes again.
Mutiny thrives on this kind of disruption. It's their way of keeping everyone off balance. The question is, who's going to step up and stop them?
She counters it. This is a situation you want to avoid.
She just went head first through the window. Oh, man.
I'd say they should be careful over there, but I think danger is what they have in mind.
They're out to cause real bodily harm.
Able to slip out of that one.
Oh, merciless knee to the face.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Boom! And the parking lot continues to be the most dangerous place to settle your disputes.
Rolling elbow right on the mark.
Forearm smash after the stomps. And that was a precisely measured attack.
What a double axe handle.
Boom! Ah, kick!
Nasty kick. She managed to avoid that offense.
And guys, I've been here a long time, and I can't tell you how.
Up across the shoulders.
I don't see them.
Did you see what happened earlier tonight? These random masked mutiny attacks starting up again. It's unexpected.
I did see it. Firsthand, actually.
What aren't you telling me?
That it was me. I attacked Zoe Stark under the mask. Think about it. A new mutiny attack reinvigorated and united the roster. And Mutiny can't deny this one without looking like they're too scared to take credit. It's foolproof.
Nothing is ever foolproof. But it is clever. And dangerous.
You know what? I got a taste of calling the shots when we went after the Unity titles, and it worked. I wasn't gonna sit back and be on the defensive anymore.
Maybe you have a point.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to stoop to their level and stir up trouble just for the fun of it. But sometimes you have to embrace the chaos to be heard. And that's what I'm doing here.
Just make sure you don't get caught if you do it again. And you should definitely do it again.
I plan to.
Liv Morgan looks ready for action.
Look out!
It's that Mutiny masked attacker.
Into the steel steps.
I can't believe Mutiny's struck again.
This is becoming a terrifying trend. Mutiny isn't just making statements, they're declaring war on everyone.
Terrifying is right. If they're bold enough to attack Liv Morgan like this, who's to say any of us are safe?
Well, no one's worried about you getting taken out, Saxton, but you're right about one thing. These mutiny attacks will keep coming unless someone courageously steps up to stop them.
Morgan on the receiving end.
Escaped out of that attack.
Pretty drop kick. Back into the ring she goes.
Bam!
With the counter. Running knee lift. She's looking winded now.
Yeah, this is where the longer this match goes on, the more trouble there simply is. Oof.
Uh-oh.
Driving a knee right to the ribs.
Taking head over heels. Bang! I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
The jaw.
Wow! And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. Liv is losing any kind of advantage here.
Yeah, Liv's defensive instincts need to kick in.
Now propped up in the corner.
Setting her up here.
Oh my God, all the way to the floor!
Looks like they do not want him inside the ring anymore. Time to venture outside the ropes.
Here we go! Somersault plancha to the floor. Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
Hey, that's my water bottle.
Don't worry about that now. Just get out of the way, Saxton.
No, you know what? Stay right there, Saxton.
Here she goes, sliding back into the ring. Here we go.
Whoa, look out!
From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
The action spilling out toward our announce desk.
Being carried around now.
Oh! Into the rug blower.
Liv Morgan needs to figure this out.
Yeah, Morgan is having trouble fighting back.
Hoisted up high here.
Oh, wow. Rendered unconscious. The official has to call.
Where'd you come from?
I've been standing right here staring at my phone.
Sorry, I'm a little on edge. These attacks, they're relentless. I've been patrolling backstage non-stop.
Well, at least the roster has come together, right? Wasn't that what we were hoping for?
Yes, that is nice. But honestly, I haven't had a full night's sleep since this started. It's taking a toll. They even broke into my office and stole back that mutiny mask. If they can get in there, they can get in anywhere.
Relax. I've got a match in a couple days with a member of the mutiny crew down at NXT. I'll look around. Maybe I can even steal the mask back.
You're going to NXT? Alone? The way things are escalating, I wouldn't put it past that masked attacker to target you, especially on their turf.
Thanks for the concern, but we need to show we're not intimidated. Besides, I have a feeling I'll be okay.
All the same, judging by what I'm hearing, it won't be hard to find some support I can send with you. Let me see what I can do.
Thanks. I'm sure this lone attacker will definitely stay away if I've got some extra muscle behind me.
Yeah, but that's what's bothering me. The whole lone attacker thing? Ever since they announced themselves, they've been striking in packs.
Maybe they've changed their tactics.
Maybe, but something feels off, like a piece is missing, and I'm going to find it.
Let me know if you find anything.
I will. Good luck in your match.
And here's our superstar from SmackDown, and she didn't come alone.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from every man's nightmare, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, the Warrior Princess, Suzuki.
Walking into Mutiny's den with this level of backup sends a clear message.
Yeah, that message might just be, I'm extremely reckless. She just brought more chum to the feeding frenzy.
Let's see if her daring strategy turns the tide, or if she's ventured too far into hostile waters.
Here comes Gigi Dolan.
A truly confident and passionate competitor.
And her opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, Gigi Dolan.
Dolan competed in some of the top independent promotions, earning some of the biggest women's titles outside of WWE.
And since then has held the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship on multiple occasions. Trained from a young age, she is hungry to show off what she can do.
Looks at the whole women's division and says, bring it on. Thing is very clear as this match gets underway. The SmackDown roster is coming together in a show of solidarity against Mutiny's mass attacks.
Exactly, Michael. Every underhanded move by Mutiny is only strengthening the resolve of these superstars. They're more united than ever.
There might only be one competitor in the ring, but it's kind of like all of SmackDown is throwing the punches. This alliance might finally give Mutiny a run for their money.
Tossed around like a rag doll.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
The fight could get very dangerous out at ringside now.
Suicide dive!
Looks like things are about to get a whole lot more dangerous.
She is trying to shake the cobwebs, but she can barely
To the sky.
gets out of the way of that one.
And Gigi didn't see that coming.
Jaw-shattering boot.
Now Dolan can't stop this momentum.
Gigi has run into a roadblock.
From way up.
You gotta be kidding me.
The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Oh, that kick will stop you in your tracks.
Some agility gets her out of dodge.
Oh my gosh, going head on into the stairs.
Rolling elbow. Woo-wee. Dolan a step ahead there.
Trying her best to fight out harm's way.
Less and less time remaining on the count. Uh-oh.
Knee lift to the body. Nice.
She's giving her no room to breathe.
You can tell she's focused on taking her opponent down.
She's taking things back into the ring.
Almost used all of the count there.
Oh, she's removing the turnbuckle pad.
Come on, this isn't right. Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught. And stayed. Kinshasa! No way Gigi's getting up now.
Turn around, ref. The action's behind you.
Into the pinfall for the victory. There's two. She kicks out. I don't believe it.
Wait, are we sure that was not a 3 count?
You can't count that high, Saxton, but that was one of the closest near falls you'll ever see.
Confidence must be waning as she hits the opposition hard, but still can't get the fall. Just an interesting decision there.
Well, she clearly has more in mind. Big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Effective counter.
Taking off from the ropes.
Into the pin. 2. She picked up the victory. Picked up the victory.
Here is your winner, the Warrior Princess, Suzuki.
We might be at NXT, but everything's coming up SmackDown. Huge win as these superstars stood up to Mutiny.
They've shown that unity and courage can overcome even the toughest threats. This could be a turning point in...
Over the past few weeks, we've witnessed a series of unsettling attacks, but tonight, we may finally have a breakthrough. Nick, can you confirm the rumors that new evidence has emerged regarding the identity of the masked attacker?
I can. After a comprehensive search here at SmackDown tonight, we've made a significant discovery. The mutiny mask used in the attacks was found inside one of our locker rooms. That's right. These atrocities were perpetrated by a SmackDown superstar, someone we considered one of our own.
Are you able to reveal the name of the superstar you believe carried out these attacks?
Yes. It pains me to say this because of the trust I had in this woman, but it appears that our masked attacker is none other than Naomi.
You're saying that Naomi has been a double agent for Mutiny?
Sadly, it is unquestionably so.
Stunning information that I'm sure will send shockwaves through the WWE universe. Thank you, Nick.
That was an unexpected turn of events.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. The mask was in my locker, not Naomi's.
Well, here's the thing. When I heard Aldous was on a locker hunt, I panicked. I couldn't let you get caught, so I grabbed the mask from your bag and I ditched it. I don't know how it ended up in Naomi's locker, though.
Well, better her than me. And besides, who doesn't enjoy a bit of drama? Keeps things spicy.
Sure, but I have a feeling Naomi's gonna end up joining Mutiny anyway. She might as well at this point. Once again, Mutiny gets stronger. Unless you want to try to convince her she's not alone.
Well, sucks to be her. But she's the perfect cover. Mutiny might get a new member, but look how united this roster is now. It's a win for us.
Bold move. Let's see how this plays out.
Here she comes, battling for SmackDown's honor against Naomi.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, from every man's nightmare, one...
Check your pulse, because here comes the glow.
And her opponent, from Orlando, Florida.
Naomi's actions have caused some deep divisions on the SmackDown roster, but there's nothing like a common adversary to bring people together. It might not be pretty, but it's effective.
I don't know. Relying on vigilante justice to rebuild community? Is that really who you are?
Naomi's opponent hopes so, as she tries to be judge, jury, and Naomi's executioner in this one.
Great athleticism.
She's locked in, about to go for the kill. Whoa!
Cross body.
Hit hard and straight. It looks like Liv Morgan isn't willing to sit this one out.
She's going to show Naomi how it feels to get attacked from behind.
Liv's in the ring.
What's this? She took her shot and made it count.
She has no business being out here, Corey, and you know that.
2 count there.
She turns it around with the reversal. Face buster.
Getting back to her feet, but maybe only for a moment.
Counter right when it was needed. Ouch.
Caught her.
Ooh, looking helpless right now.
I don't know what you're thinking when you throw an opponent out of the ring like that.
Heading for the top rope, looking for something big. He perched up top.
Good Lord, taking flight.
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face. Driven into the steel steps.
Oh, that'll give you whiplash.
Tossed into the crowd, really going to have to watch out for the referee's count. Slides under the ropes, back into the ring. Referee's count in effect, and she's heading back to the ring.
Flattened with a downward spiral.
Oh, what a kick.
Ooh. Shoulders down. Looking for the win here. And our official is unable to get there and count this pin.
It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner, the Warrior Prince.
Remind me to never get on your bad side around Halloween.
Yeah, you had both sides fooled with that mask. Reviving the concern about mutiny just when everyone was getting complacent? You shook things up.
Actions speak louder than words, especially from a masked attacker. And we needed to bring people around to our side.
And you did. Well, except for Naomi. She officially joined Mutiny.
I guess she figured they were the only ones who didn't believe she did something wrong.
Losing Naomi stings, but we've got most of the roster back on high alert against Mutiny. That's a win in my book.
Hold that thought. My phone's blowing up with some big announcement that Triple H just posted on social media. Let's watch it.
For the past 2 months, the WWE board has kept a close eye on the movement known as NXT Mutiny. As previously stated, we've taken a stance of neutrality. Our position has not changed, but I'm here to announce there will be a clear and definitive end to this conflict at Survivor Series. It will be Raw and SmackDown on one side, NXT Mutiny on the other, squaring off in a best-of-3 series of matches to determine the fate of WWE. If Raw and SmackDown win, they can return things to normal and decide to punish NXT Mutiny for their uprising. If NXT Mutiny wins, WWE might look a whole lot different. There may not even be a Raw or SmackDown anymore. We are prepared for any outcome because this truly is a new era of equal opportunity. I have one more announcement. Before Survivor Series at NXT No Mercy, there will be a special preview match for the Unity Tag Team Championships. On one side, it will be the current champs, and on the other, the former champions from NXT, Jacy Jayne and Alexis King. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT Mutiny, when it comes to Survivor Series with the future of WWE at stake, are you ready? I said, are you?
I'm so sorry for interrupting Triple H's big announcement, but I have my own to make. It's not going to be Jacy Jayne competing in the Unity title match. because we're initiating Freebird rules, and I'll be stepping in to make sure we take back what's ours. In fact, taking back the Unity titles is just the first step in taking back all of WWE and getting rid of the dead weight known as SmackDown and Raw. See you soon, dummies.
Are you serious? You know, it's one thing for Hunter to stay neutral, but now he's giving Mutiny a legit opportunity to take control of WWE? This guy's playing favorites. Hell, he might even be one of them.
Who knows at this point?
Fine. If Mutiny is doing Freebird rules for the preview tag match, then so can we. I want in.
You sure that's the right move?
I never got revenge for getting put on the shelf by the Unity champs. This way, I'll get my hands on Lexus King and the traitor who sent them after me.
Okay, you could take my place in the match, but I'll be out there in your corner to watch your backs.
Deal.
All that matters is we defend the titles. We're gonna need all the momentum we can get as we head toward Survivor Series.
Agreed. So let's not lose.
You ready for this, punk?
I've been waiting for this since the moment all this mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bailey. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing Mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right, let's go put some idiots in their places.
It's the Unity champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful, and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity and the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bailey hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Lexis King and Bayley.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bayley out of their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bayley and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Endless blows.
The champion just teed off. Our challenger found no way to break free there.
Oh, my goodness. Kick to the spine.
Oh, big back fist connects.
Tied up between the ropes. It's about to get worse. Look at these knee strikes.
Oh!
We've got a tag.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
On the apron, lifting it up into the ring.
Bam! Suplex.
The challenger might be rethinking his title match after that huge attack from the champ. What a knee to the face. Taking flight.
Nobody home. What an impact.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
And he has an answer for King. Whip back into the ring.
DDT.
Uh-oh.
Fought back with a punch to the gut.
Oh, shocking inside cradle.
Small packages could be it.
The champion with a shoulder up before two.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here.
Ooh, carefully measured knee strikes.
Every strike more devastating than the last.
CM Punk sensed that was coming.
Dragon screw. The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
After that, maybe it's time to tag out for a second.
And
Irish whip from Punk on Bayley.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the bulldog.
Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag. We've seen the defending champs win matches with the whirlwind splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn. Wait, what? Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over. We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, this story begins year after year, with Bailey on. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me. Who do you think put the mutiny mask in Naomi's locker, huh? You thought it just magically transported its way from the trash can? It was me, you simpletons. You two used to date, right? Well, consider this a classic breakup. There were some lies, some cheating, and when I didn't need you anymore, I dumped your pathetic asses. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time. But eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Hey, we haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Punk made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion? That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
So this is a personal crusade disguised as allegiance. Are you trying to find a strategy to protect WWE from Punk? Or is it all just about Seth freaking Rollins?
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
I sure wouldn't mind seeing that personal fire turn into something we could all use to burn Mutiny down at Survivor Series.
Perfect. I'll head to NXT to turn up the heat. I want Punk to know that I'm the architect of Mutiny's collapse.
I'll be watching.
Well, if it isn't the NXT Mutiny Welcoming Committee. Where's my gift basket, KO?
What are you doing here, Seth? This isn't gonna turn out well for you.
Relax. I just thought Mutiny could use a history lesson. I'm the first ever NXT champion. I even have my original championship belt to prove it.
That old thing. We've moved on, Seth. Clinging to the past doesn't change where NXT is headed now.
It's not about clinging to the past. It's about setting things right. Mutiny might be trying to rewrite history, but this belt and what I built here can't be erased. I started this brand, and if necessary, I can end what Punk's turned it into.
End it? We're already way more than you can handle, and we're getting stronger every day.
Stronger? No. Bigger? Yes. Mutiny's bloated. But I'm not worried about the extra bulk you've added. It's the quality that counts, and Mutiny is sorely lacking.
Oh, really? Well, I'm sure Punk would be more than happy to let you take on our current NXT champion, Trick Williams. The new and improved versus the old and removed.
Cute. But why stop there? See, Mutiny thinks small. I think big. Me against Trick. Both of our championships suspended above the ring in a ladder match.
Fine, but you just made a huge mistake.
Did I, Kev? Or maybe you did. Because now I will climb that ladder and remind everyone about the real NXT that I built.
It's a homecoming for NXT original Seth Rollins.
Seth's bringing more than just nostalgia tonight. The original NXT Championship represents his roots, and he's here to prove the tree he planted in NXT is still standing strong.
And what a statement it would make to reclaim glory on the same ground where he first made his mark. This isn't a title match. It's a battle for legacy.
Ladders are set. The belts hang above. The battle for NXT history is on.
Trick is about to do some whooping.
Man who's been a North American champion and NXT champion.
And still only getting started. The sky is the limit for Trick Williams.
Williams is ready to prove that he's the greatest.
Yeah, it's put up or shut up time. And we're underway in a ladder match for 2 belts in a controlled... over the history of NXT.
Seth needs to prove that you can't just rewrite the record books without a fight. Trick Williams might be Punk's vision for NXT, but Rollins is poised to show that he is not. Not easily forgotten.
It's a clash of eras, Corey. Past versus present to shape the future. Tonight could redefine NXT trajectory.
Lariat. And this one's taken to the outside. And now heading back inside the ring. He gets sent straight down to the floor.
He wants it. This fight on the outside.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Enough already.
He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
A revolution knee by Rollins. Oh, that hurt. Oh. Working on the leg.
Oh, what a kick.
Look at this. Oh, my! Our champion is getting rocked a little.
And Rollins is wearing a self-satisfied smirk after landing that.
Oh, my goodness. There's the...
Catches a punch.
Oh, he cuts it off.
Kick right to the face. Oh, no. Look what we have here. He has no idea what's coming his way.
Club with the right forearm. Rollins got caught believing his own hype a bit.
Yeah, Trick saw the opportunity and did not hesitate.
Knew a Trick had coming.
Super kick finds the mark.
Boom, utilizing the unforgiving steel of the ladder.
You can feel the passion and desire of NXT.
Look at the top names in sports entertainment. Many of them stepped through NXT's ropes at one point. That's not a coincidence.
Full speed with the ladder.
The champ is down, and Seth's got a clear opportunity.
He's gonna do it.
He's climbing the ladder.
It's CM Punk. Where the hell did he come from?
And he's got handcuffs.
Punk wasn't content to just stand by and watch.
To borrow a phrase, business just picked up.
We're not going anywhere.
Oh, the architect is handcuffed to that ladder. He has no chance to win this match now.
Punk had a plan for this match all along.
This is hard to watch.
If Seth came down here to Mutiny's home base looking for a fair fight, he's a fool.
A fool who can only look on helplessly as Trick Williams is about to walk away with Seth Rollins' original NXT Championship.
I can't believe this.
And there it is. Trick Williams has grabbed the belts in a match where Rollins was outnumbered.
This isn't a victory to be proud of.
The record books won't show how, only who. And tonight, it was all NXT champion Trick Williams.
This is a sad night for the history of NXT.
Let me talk to you, Seth. Look at you, walking back in here to Raw with nothing but a story to tell. You're lucky all you lost was your old belt down there in NXT.
It's not just about the belt. Mutiny is running wild, and nobody's stopping them. They're tearing apart everything I built.
Hey, you know, you're not the only one with fond memories of NXT, man. Everything I've achieved, it basically started there. And I get it, man, it's tough watching Mutiny destroy everything like they are.
Especially when the board seems more than happy to wait until Survivor Series and hope for the best.
Right? It's like they're a bunch of dummies just watching a ship sink and hoping it'll suddenly start floating by itself.
I'm not willing to let this place and my legacy disappear.
Well, charging in head first didn't exactly pan out last time, did it? Maybe you need a new strategy.
and some help.
Maybe I do.
Let's make sure you understand that I'm telling you the man they call the Megastar's willing to have your back in this fight, right?
Yes.
All right, good. And don't you mean, yeah?
I mean, yes. But let's do it.
Okay, then let's show Mutiny whose game this is.
Seth Rollins and LA Knight, an unlikely duo we did not see coming.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 458 pounds, the team of Seth Rollins and LA.
DIY has arrived.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY.
Gargano and Ciampa back together again.
It's so great seeing DIY reuniting and getting things done.
And they look focused on getting back on top.
Seth Rollins is surely still stinging from that loss against Trick Williams.
Absolutely, Michael. Seth's not one to forget a betrayal. And being handcuffed to that ladder, I'm sure he's looking to dish out some payback, title on the line.